What is up, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Shredding Social. You can see Joe Wilson is still on the road. Him and I were last week. We were at ICE Mortgage Technology Experience. He is at the TMC event in San Diego, Joe?
Sunny San Diego, my guy. Yep.
Dude, I wish I was in San Diego right now. I got another 12 inches of snow in the last 48 hours at my house. So I am 100% jealous that you are chilling in the sunshine, my friend.
It is sunny. I'll tell you, we got 12 inches of sunshine here. However, it's still cold. So don't be too jealous because it could be a lot warmer.
When you say cold, you're what, 50s?
I'll tell you, it is 58 now. But it was like in the 40s this morning, bro.
Oh, so that's cold. A little bit cool. Okay, I say
California's cold right now.
I'll give you that one. This morning, I think we were 18. So,
yeah, that's freezing.
It's a little bit cold, but Joe, yeah. I'm excited because every single week, we try to bring our community value. We are shredding social today, and when we were chatting, you mentioned a topic that I think we could literally speak about every single week, and it could continue to provide value. But you mentioned, Josh, let's talk about how you engage with realtors and realtor partners, because this is something all of you mortgage professionals out there, and even you realtors out there, this is going to be a very timely topic. Because you mortgage professionals, Joe and I know, we see it because we are present. We are watching on social media. We see the good, the bad, and the ugly, the right and the wrong. We see the things, and sometimes it's cringeworthy. Sometimes some of you do an okay job. But what we want to do today is Joe and I want to continue to share, and we want to guide you through this opportunity that there is, because there's massive opportunity right now to be engaging with realtors, Joe. And it's not difficult. There's just some simple things that we need to be doing it in the right way.
Look, you're so right, Josh. And, we've had an opportunity to talk to dozens of lenders here over the past couple of days at TMC. And every single lender is thinking about this very topic right now, is how do we, in this down market, connect more and more often and in a better way than our competitors with those referral partners? We have to stay top of mind with these referral partners and never stop engaging with them, so they always remember us at ABC Mortgage Company or XYZ Bank or credit union, whatever it is, it's fine, whatever company you're with. The same thing applies, is you need to be in front of those referral partners nonstop, and you need to be engaging. And the best way to do that is to put up your own content. We know that. We always say that, right? It's always be consistent with your own content. But more importantly, and actually not more importantly, but equally important to posting your own content, is engaging with with your realtors and other referral partners' content out there. I mean, because stop and think about this for just a moment. The second somebody comments on your content, right, leaves an actual meaningful comment, or reshares your video or your post, how does that make you feel? Do you just ignore that individual then, or do you want to reach back out to them and say, hey, thanks? Does it remind you of who they are? Absolutely. So let's talk about ways. So Josh, let's talk about ways to consistently make that a part of your everyday strategy for sales.
Dude, and it has to be. I'm so glad that you mentioned the everyday strategy, because that's what it is. And I talk about this a lot with Shred. You and I both talk about how important it is to be engaged, not just with realtors. We're focusing on realtors, but your entire community. But I want to focus on realtors here right now, especially. And I tell people, when it comes to realtors and referral partners, you really should have your top 20 list. And I know this sounds like old school, but I mean it. You really should have those people that you are frequently going in, because here's why I say this, Joe, is because as much as we want to just scroll through our devices and hope we see those realtors, they're not showing up all the time. Let's just call it as it is. So you have to intentionally go and find those people. Say, okay, Joe is one of my top realtors. He's always sharing content as well. I'm going to go look to see, because again, I know it too. I don't see all of Joe's posts. Joe and I do content together, and I still don't see all of Joe's posts. Right. So I will regularly search out his content. So you need to take 10 minutes a day, 10 to 15 minutes a day. That's all you need, ladies and gentlemen. You don't need to be spending hours, and set a freaking timer, because you and I both know, Joe, if you get on there and start, oh, dude, you're going to get sucked in super, and people are, next thing you know, your 2 hours are gone. You're like, what the hell happened? I was supposed to be set for 10 minutes. So literally set a timer, tell Siri, oh, dang it. No, Siri, stop listening. See, there you go. Now, or tell Alexa, whoever, set a timer, go in there, and again, if you have your top 20 list, you can do 5 people a day, people a day, go find those 5 people. Maybe they haven't posted. Okay, they haven't posted. But here's the key, Joe. Don't just hit the like button. Don't just double tap on Instagram. Like, actually listen to their content. Like, be like, okay, Joe just talked about how to engage with realtors. Go and comment, say, Joe, Josh, thank you so much for sharing this. This enlightened me. And again, reference something that they talked about, so they're going to be like, oh my gosh, like Joe actually like he was listening to what I say. I love the comments, and especially on LinkedIn, Joe, you see these all the time too, of just like, hey, great post, oh, so inspiring. Like, it's
you
like,
did not watch a second of this video.
no.
But I appreciate the comment anyway. But like it comes through very quickly that it's an inauthentic comment for sure.
And I think in authenticity, yeah, that is a
That's
word.
a word.
I'm gonna go with
Sure.
that. When I see a post like that, again, to your point, sure, thanks for saying the great post, but the ones who really mean something are the ones who took a second. And again, I know they watched the video, whether they watched the whole 2 minutes or 3 minutes or whatever. When they say, hey, this was a great point, and they actually reference something in the video, I know that they took the time to engage with me, and that I appreciate it. Those are the people that I go engage with myself, because, hey, they took the time to go engage with this. I think this is a critical miss that we see in the industry, is just the scrollers, the likers, and the engager, like just the tap, like, oh yeah, I just did it so they could see that I was here. And if you're just doing it for that reason, I hope you're following people. And Joe, you know this as well. Hopefully you're following and engaging with people that you actually want to be engaging with, because if you're just doing it for the business, like hopefully they're going to like and comment back, that's just not the way to do it, Joe.
It's inauthentic. I have a little strategy I'll share that I have like three different ways, three different types of comments that I'll leave, because sometimes it can be difficult to come up with what do you want to say, right? Especially if you're not listening to the content. So first piece of advice before even these three ways of commenting is listen to the content, and that will help guide you to what you should say. And maybe it's even just a post, but like actually think about it, read the caption, look at the image, watch the video. You don't have to watch the whole thing. No one's gonna sit down, Josh. We're already at 7.
Uh-oh. Ladies and gentlemen, we lost Joe. Not sure what happened there. He might have had a call come in. So we might have to get back to Joe's 3 tips on. There he is. There he's back, ladies and gentlemen.
So this is live, guys. I'm literally at this conference. This is my phone, and I was getting a phone call there. But anyway, so what I was saying though is there are 3 tips, and people are not going to watch. We're already at 7.5 minutes of this. Most people are not going to watch a full 7, 8, 10, 15-minute video. But if you don't listen to anything else, listen to this. 3 ways to comment: a compliment, a commonality, or a question.
Ooh,
okay. Like you between those 3 types of things, you can come up with something, right? So let's say, Josh, we're talking about our dog. You had to post about your dog, right? Oh, that's a beautiful dog, Josh. What type of, that's, I think that's really cool. And I wish I had one just like that. All right, cool. That's a compliment. A commonality. Hey, Josh, I have a dog too. I've got a mini golden doodle, and she loves to throw up on my carpet only, right? That's a commonality. Our question is, hey, Josh, great dog. What type of dog is that? And so that's 3 different ways to share a comment about that one piece of content. And most people aren't talking about dogs, but that's just an example.
Dude, I love that. So I'm literally putting it in the chat. 3 things you can comment: a compliment, a commonality, or a question. Like, those 3 things I think are so simple, Joe. And like, again, I actually like that you said that it can be difficult to come up with something like, so those 3 things, they can be like, hey, how can I compliment Joe? Because he took the time to do this. What's something in common that especially if it's a dog or if it's outdoors, like, dude, Josh, I just got 6 inches of snow at my house too. Simple things like that you can, or a question like, I love the question.
Josh, how are your vegetables doing in your greenhouse when it's covered in 3 feet of snow? That was your video yesterday. I saw that. Like, I mean, that's a question. It's easy to come up with that stuff.
And Joe, here's why I like the question even more, is because now you're going to get me to respond again. Now you and I are actually like, we are truly engaging with one another.
Ultimate hack.
Ultimate hack. We're going to end on that. Joe just dropped the 3. That literally is a mic drop for you. So ladies and gentlemen, these things, I know this again, Joe and I, he just dropped the AirPods. The mic drop is out. His new DJIs. That's what we're going to need to drop. Dude. I'm just saying, ladies and gentlemen, if you want a mic hack, both Joe and I, everybody asks us frequently what mics we're running. I turn Joe onto these. They are by far and away. Joe has done dozens of interviews at the TMC event. I did them at ICE. If you want a really good mic set, we are We are not sponsored, but DJI, we are open to sponsorships. Reach
Yes,
out if you want to.
absolutely.
But those DJI wireless mics are absolutely phenomenal. But we're gonna end there. Mic drop, guys. Go back and listen to this one because I guarantee if you put these strategies, these 3 things that Joe just shared, if you start to engage with your realtors in this way, it will change the game. They will start to see you, they will start to hear you, and it will absolutely take your business to the next level. Joe, you're absolutely brilliant, my friend. That's it.
You are.
And we appreciate everybody showing up here today and engaging with us. We had a lot of people jump on, so thanks for joining us today. Every Tuesday at noon Mountain Standard Time.
11.
Go ahead. You got it.
No. 11 Pacific, noon Mountain, 1 Central, 2 Eastern. Be there.
We're out. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you next
See you
week on
guys.
Shredding Social. Later.